good? Choke, no joke. Cheeky choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Cheeky choke, no joke. Y'all already know it's truth be told all day, every day with me. But tonight is my story from my mouth with my man from the Bay, from the Luniz. Sold millions of records, even though y'all hate on it. You can't hate on something that already happened. You know what I mean? But let's get it going. I'm bringing y'all know I told you it's West Coast week. I just had Tobin on yesterday. Tomorrow I got my man Spider Low coming on, but we're gonna get into it tonight. You know what I'm saying? My story from my mouth. Instagram, y'all already know. Y'all better bring y'all asses over here to YouTube because I need my phone for my question. So if you don't want to miss it, you better slide on over to the YouTube. But without further delay, the man from the Bay, the man that taught you how to blaze that conic way back in the day. You already know. Yukmouth, what's good?
Man, choke, no joke, man. What's happening?
Ain't nothing. How you, bro?
Man, God is great, man. You know what I mean? You got me ready to smoke, man. Got me amped up.
Hey, spoke one for me because I've been taking a break. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. It's hot as fuck, man. Anyway, I see you got the wipe down towel. You got to have your wipe down towel, man.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, every time I go live, even though I don't wash my ass already, I always go get in the shower and get dressed like I'm getting ready to go do a show somewhere, and I ain't never even left the house. You know what I mean?
Right. Same
here.
My
temperature's up from the hot ass shower until I can't cool off with this Gatorade.
Right.
For a minute. You know what I mean?
You know, like 105 degree out here in Cali. It's hot as shit, man. So yeah, we feeling the same thing, man. Period. What's up with it?
When you got this real hair, you know what I mean? That adds to it.
Right. Oh yeah, man. When you got your shit out, you really sweat. That's why I keep my shit braided. When your shit is out, oh man, that's when you really get the sweat tangibles going. You feel me? What's up with it though?
Ain't no chilling, man. Nigga, I thought I had some haters, nigga. Jesus.
Oh
nigga,
man.
Too.
Hey, you know, I've been the world's most hated, man. You know what I mean? Been the world's most hated, bro.
Nah, you gotta get in line, nigga. I'm the most hated.
Join the party, baby. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Hey, but they still tune in. That's all that matters. Niggas that hate us most and comment the most. Nigga, why you be coming on to check me if you don't like
Why you on the nigga page if you hating? If you hating, don't fuck with a nigga. Don't get in the comments and get the whining and shit. I don't want to hear your whine. If you don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. The best way to show you don't fuck with me is not to fuck with me. You on my channel, you giving me analytics, you give me all the shit I need. Just to whine. Fuck you, nigga. Thanks for the analytics.
Like Big G said, fuck them and feed them beans.
Right, period. But they hate when you great, my nigga. You know what I mean? Moms, you know what I mean? And pops told me, you know what I mean? When they say your name, you're doing something right. You know what I mean? When they stop saying your name, that's when you know what I mean? That's when you worry. Or when they stop hating on you, that's when you worry. You know what I mean? But if they screaming your name, you're doing something right. Bad or good. Good publicity. As long as they screaming the nigga name, I'm good. Period.
There you go.
You know?
All right, well, let's get started. You know, when I do my story from my mouth, I kind of basically ask everybody the same, you know, base questions, but then we touch on the other little things here and there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my story from my mouth is everybody got a story to tell and a lesson to learn. And this is Yukmouth's story. You know what I mean? So where were you born and like where you from originally and where you currently reside?
Born in Oakland, you know what I mean? From Oakland, California, from the Ville, East Oakland, 65th. I'm in LA now, you know, straight up.
And
but Oakland Bay Area native, definitely.
All right, and how old are you now?
45. Be 46. Be 46 a couple months.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. We
Yeah.
about the same age. All right. So your upbringing, what would you say? Was it poor, middle class, or rich?
I had both. You know what I mean? Because my pops was getting, you know, doing this one too, getting a lot of money. So yeah, I could, when I go visit him, it's balling, you know what I mean? And then when I go back to the projects, it's full, you know what I mean? So him and my mom had split up, you know what I mean? But I was living with my mom, but he had come through the projects like when I guess the BMWs first came out. He had it before it came out, the 325i, you know what I mean? So he coming picking up me and my homies from the hood in 82.
Yeah. Yeah.
82. That's before they came out, the hard top. You know what I mean? He was working at BMW too, building engines. He was an engineer. So he always had the access at getting the car the year before it came out. So he had the BMW before it came out coming through the projects. And we lived on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is where the rich people live, on Sausalito, Nevada, and all that stuff. So we was up in the hills in the heavens and condos and stuff. So Pops had a lot of money. I was good on his side. So I seen both sides, you know what I mean? The struggle and the good side, you know?
All right. Well, I guess you kind of answered my next question, which was, did you grow up in a single or co-parenting home?
Co-parenting, you know what I mean? Half mom, half dad, you know what I mean? Straight up. But mainly like co family, you know what I mean? Because I come from where you have to live with your grandma. You know what I mean? When mom couldn't take care of you, when pops go to jail, you gotta live with your auntie or your uncle. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I come from that where it takes a village to raise. You know what I mean? It takes a village to raise a kid. You know what I mean? Period. So the whole family. You know what I mean? Sleeping from couch to couch. Sometimes. So yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And as a kid, what did you think you was going to be?
Cartoons. Yep, I know how to draw since like 4 years old. So I was drawing all the Marvel comics and everything. I collected comic books. So everybody was just knew I was gonna be a cartoonist for Disney, for Warner Brother, for Marvel Comics, DC Comics, something. I was good. You know what I mean? So I went to art school, all that. So I thought I was gonna be a cartoonist. Yep.
And how far did you get in your education?
Shit, GED. I got my GED in juvenile. You know what I mean? So yeah, GED, no college. You know.
So what grade you dropped out?
I didn't drop out. I went to jail in the 12th grade, in the beginning of 12th grade, and finished 12th grade in jail. Yeah,
God,
yeah,
God. All right. So your GED is your highest level of education?
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Let me see.
You gotta remember, I got signed when I was 19 years old, fresh out of juvenile hall, so I didn't have a chance to go to college or none of that. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Hell happened to my questions? All right. So when you at what age would you say people uh you picked the career choice that people know you for?
Um, juvenile hall. You know what I mean? Juvenile hall and high school basically. When I first met Numbskull, my rap partner from the Luniz. When I met him in the 8th grade, he had a rap group called Brothers with Potential, BWP. And I was a cartoonist, drawing all their logos and their pictures and shit for them. And that went from drawing logos to actually being a part of the group and, rapping. But I couldn't rap like that. Them dudes was the super dope rappers. I was just a rhymer, you know what I mean? So, but, we was more on New York type of hype, you know what I mean? So metaphors, punchlines, and bars, you know what I mean? We was on that type of hype since 88, you know what I mean, period, since the Big Daddy Kane days. So fast forward time, I'm wiggling in the street, in and out the streets, whatever. Go to jail for a year in camp, you know what I mean, youth authority. I mean not youth authority, but Los Arrows camp. And there, camp, like in Oakland, people were getting signed out of juvenile hall as far as record deals. You had a guy named Scary X that did a Water State. He got signed out of jail. I think Sibo got signed out of jail. So it was a lot of juveniles getting signed fresh out of jail. So when that was going down, everybody was getting a word in juvenile. So everybody had rap songs when I went to camp. So camp was like rap gladiator school, literally. Everybody banging on the table, banging on their chest, rapping and whatnot. And they rapping. And I'm like, shit, I could do this. I used to do this in the 8th grade, man. I could do this shit. So I started playing with it, and the first song I made was the Ice Cream Man. You know what I mean? And that became a hit in camp in jail. You know what I mean? Got out of jail and hit the neighborhood and it became a hit in the neighborhood, just beating on my chest and beating on park benches or beating on the mailbox. You know what I mean? Just saying it like that, no beat, no, it wasn't recorded or nothing. And it became so much of a hit that it got the attention of my big homie Seagram. Rest in peace to Seagram. He was signed to Rap a Lot at the time. And he's from my neighborhood, so he called my. This one you had to have a motherfucking phone number, a landline or a pager. So he had my landline, my grandma number somehow. I was living with my grandma, so we called grandma crib. And he like, yeah, man, I want to buy the ice cream, man. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, let me buy it for $1,000. And I'm thinking he calling like to try to sign me. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, this is my bill homie. He gonna sign me to the record label. We gonna be popping this bill shit. And instead, he wanted to buy the song. And I was like, something just deep in my soul said, nah, don't sell the song. You know what I mean? I felt something about this. I said, nah, I'm cool. I ain't had no record deal. I ain't had no hookup with no record labels or nothing. I had nothing. I just knew to just hold on to that song. So I said, nah, I'm cool, bro. And $1,000, bro, I throw that at you. At that time, we was hustlers, so that didn't mean nothing to me. So later on, still in the streets wiggling, go to the trap, and I see if we trying to buy some dope, some coke, and a drought. Me and pitch in, and we trying to buy an ounce, I think, an ounce or 2 ounces, shit like that. And at the trap house, you know what I mean, it was this dude that hang with fucking that hang with Too Short, that be on Too Short videos and shit that they was calling Baby Jesus, or Too Short was calling him Baby Jesus. So we over here fucking with the dude that we getting the work from, and we see in the kitchen is Baby Jesus. Oh shit, Baby Jesus. Said Too Short, man, what's happening? Yada yada yada. And so he like, what's up? He, kind of, you know what I mean, like brushes off, and we get back to talking the politics about the dope, count money and shit. And I said, man, hold up, man. I said, man, can you hook us up with Too Short? You know what I mean? He's like, Too Short. I was like, yeah, we rap, man. We rap, man. We call it the Looney Tunes, right? He's like, man, let me hear you rap. So I bust the ice cream man. You know what I mean? I bust the ice cream man. He's like, all right, man, check this out, man. Come to the studio. I want you to meet my artist Drew Down, and I'm a sign. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna go through Too Short. I'm a sign. You know what I mean? But I'm still doing the album through Too Short. We Dangerous Crew, still the same crew, but I'm a sign. It was like cool. So I turned the dope deal into a record deal. It's still at the age of 19, so I ain't had no chance to, you know what I mean, go to college or nothing. It's fresh out of jail. Like months after I got out of jail. You know what I mean? I got a deal. So that's how I got my deal.
At what age would you say you became an adult?
Shit, I say 14.
Wow.
14 because because I had to go out there and hustle. You know what I mean? And really get out there and take care of myself. Like at the age of 15, I had my own apartment. Not my own in my name, but rent from these dolphins. You know what I mean? Have my own shit. So yeah, you know what I mean? Own cars, scooters, all that shit. So I had to take care of myself, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was them times when Pops went to jail for hella long years. And I had to, get out in the streets and do my thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to be grown at a young age, at a really young age, when you helping your mom pay her bills, you helping your sister, you know what I mean, and you gotta fend for yourself. Yeah, so at a very young age.
So why your pops mess with the drugs if he was working at the car dealership?
Pops was a big boy. You know what I mean? That was the front. Like if you watch the shit on Netflix about the New York mob bosses, they all had the construction shits. Them was fronts. You know what I mean? Even though the construction shit end up being $1 billion, you know what I mean, shit, but them was
Yeah.
fronts. That was money laundering fronts. You know what I mean? Pops was a boy. He was fucking with Pablo Escobar. You know what I mean? And told me that he was on the run because he flushed some kilos accidentally. You know what I mean? So he told me this when I'm moving with him. So Pops is a fish and tissue, period. So when Pablo Escobar died and shit was in the newspaper, he bought the paper like, damn, my dad is over. Because he still owed them niggas. He thought the Colombian mafia was coming to get him. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's like, the debt is finally paid, man. He's out of here. So yeah, my dad was that nigga. Period. Boss. You ain't gonna have no motherfucking BMW before it come out if you want no boss in '82. You know?
Yeah. I can dig it.
hmm
Um, so what year was it that y'all signed your deal?
93, 1993. Yeah, we signed our deal in '93, and we end up putting our song "Ice Cream Man" on Drew Down's album because he was the first artist. His album was already done. He had Pimp of the Year, and Banks doing all the tracks for Too Short. You know what I mean? Too Short Crew, Dangerous Crew. So we doing a whole album in Too Short Studio. Dangerous Studio in West Oakland. So it was a family type of vibe, you know what I mean? Period. So when we came out, it was respected by everybody, you know what I mean? Because I'm from the Ville, you know what I mean, which is one of the most notorious projects in Oakland. Drew down from a crazy ass neighborhood, our CEO from the same neighborhood. We down with Too Short, the Dangerous Crew. They from all the crazy ass neighborhoods. So when we came out, we had everybody behind us. So when we dropped the Ice Cream Man first, the video, the whole city came out. You know what I mean? And then our executive producer at the time was a dude that won a lot of car shows. You know what I mean? Back in the day, had the nice Benzes with the candy paints and all types of shit, different rims and gold dates and spokes and shit, Tahoe, typhoons, all types of shit. So he had a house full of trophies from winning, you know what I mean, car shows. So when it was time to do the Ice Cream Man, he was like, fuck that. We don't come with the ice cream truck on the triple gold date. He's like, man, you tripping, man. So the day we doing the video, this motherfucker pull up with a brand Coke White, brand new ice cream truck with triple gold days on the motherfucker. This 93. So we shoot the video on the Ville. We shoot the shit in the 50s, you know what I mean, in downtown Oakland. Knock the shit out. Brought the whole city out, man. Put the video on Video Jukebox and put the shit on Soul Beat. You know what I mean? Hit numbers, hit hard everywhere in the Bay. Everybody know about this shit. Then we hit them with Pimp of the Year. Yeah, you see it. You see it.
Yeah.
Watch the year. You see how he dressed, right? With the white shit on. Remember that. Remember how he's dressed. Now you see the white ice cream truck. See? First time it's ever been done. Coke White. You know what I mean? On motherfucking triple gold dates, man. That's how we come with our video, man. And look how he looked. Remember how he looked. Because somebody else gonna dress like that later on in they shit too. But peep how this is, man. Peep this shit. You know what I mean? This is facts. This is 1993, bro. Period. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is before Friday. Remember Friday had Big Worm, right? That came out 90. That came out.
Big Worm got this from?
Yes, man.
Right, I guess Cube and DJ Pooh.
Yeah, DJ Pooh got it from here, man. That shit came out. Friday came out 95, man. This came out 93. That's Young Yuck right there. That's me, man. My neighborhood, man. And that was real crack I was selling. Yeah, I mean, young nigga. I'm 19 years old, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm still 18. I ain't even 19 yet. I'm still 18. I'm fresh. No, yeah, because I just turned 18 getting out of jail. So I'm still 18. I'm 18 at this time.
What label y'all signed with right here? What label are y'all signed to, right? No, this is right?
I ain't no record label. We independent. We signed to C No Records, but we independent. We ain't got no distribution deal. This is out the trunk. This out the mud. You know what I mean? This is when niggas used to drop their albums, they CDs off, not they CDs, but they tapes off on consignment at record stores and shit, and then come pick up your money. Them days. You go get hella boxes of motherfucking cassettes, dump them off on consignment, and that's what we was doing. So we was independent, full throttle. Then we came with the Drew Down Pimp of the Year video after that and really killed their ass. So we was popping. Period.
So, let me ask you. So are you familiar with St. Charles?
Definitely, man. That's E40 uncle.
So who was y'all dealing with as far as distribution back then?
We didn't have no major distribution. We'd go to Rainbow in LA, press up, and then come off and put shit on consignment. It's like in the Bay Area, you could go, nigga, you could sell like 30,000-40,000 just in Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo, San Francisco alone. You know what I mean? Just dumping them off to them stores in Sacramento. Just them 4 little cities right there. You sell 30,000-40,000 easily. So we is boom, pressing up 10s and 20s and dumping them off quick and getting rid of them. You know what I mean? Then the record label got the attention of Relativity. And then that's when Relativity came and gave Drew Down a deal, and then Virgin came and gave us a deal. You know?
Oh, okay. Now, at the time, was anybody in Oakland having a major record deal? Or were y'all all doing like the independent thing?
Nah, you had the Hieroglyphics, they were signed to Jive. You had Spice One, he was signed to Jive. You had Digital Underground, they were signed to Tommy Boy. You had Too Short, he was signed to Jive. So it was a lot of dudes that was signed. But like in New York, you could walk up in them offices and shit and do your 1-2. In Oakland, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So with that being, our options was just pressing up and doing our own thing, independent. You know what I mean? Straight up until you get noticed by the big labels and they come knocking on your door. You know what I mean? Like they did Too Short. Too Short started out the trunk and he got so popping that the labels came knocking at the door. So we like, okay, Too Short proved that he could sell in the streets and got the labels to start looking. That's what we gonna do. You know what I mean? Same with
Right.
E40. He proved he could sell in the streets. Then Jive came knocking. So you gotta show and prove. You just can't be a dope rapper. You gotta niggas. Yeah, you could sell. You got a movement. Same with right now. You know what I mean? You can't. They ain't doing no make believe or hopeful shit like, oh, we're gonna, hopefully he could do this. Nah, you gotta already have that shit going, and they'll get behind you. So that's what they was doing back then, as far as Bay Area artists. Now New York, you probably could be a hot ass rapper and just go in there and get a deal, but we had to show and prove on the West Coast. You know.
Well, in New York, the only reason it was easier to get to Lakers, all the motherfuckers was right there.
Right, all the labels, right? You
down and stand in front of the building and rap, catch one of them walking in, and you might get a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, back then we was doing the demos. It's easy
Right.
for New York because all the majors, or LA, because all the buildings was right there. So I got understand why.
But even though St. Charles had the shit going, we didn't get his attention until we put out the Ice Cream Man and Pimp of the Year. Until we show and prove. Then, 40 and them start fucking with us, you know what I mean? Digital Underground, everybody, Spice One, Richie Rich. But before that, it was just us, you know what I mean? Period. And we had to show and prove. Once we did that, niggas started fucking with us. You know what I mean? But yeah, we had to show and prove independently,
Where's EA Ski at in all this?
EA Ski, that's a big homie, you know what I mean? He definitely was getting down. He had a deal too, I think, with Priority. So him and his homie had a big ass deal going on. So he was doing his solo shit. You know what I mean? So Ski was huge out there. Period. Huge. Priority deal, doing his 1-2. Definitely. Yeah.
What about Tupac at this point?
In '93, Tupac I think was in New York. He wasn't back. He wasn't on the West Coast like that. '93. You know what I mean? Not with us. You know what I mean? '93. I don't know. That was the time he was in New York or whatnot. But we didn't see him in Oakland like that. It was until like he got out of jail we started seeing him on the West Coast like that.
Right. So, what was your early struggles as an artist, and how did you overcome
them? I say the struggle was I say the struggle was just the business itself. You know what I mean? Just the politics. You know what I mean? Just saying that, you expect people to be silent and genuine and shit, and you find out the hard way, the business way, that no, it's not like that. It's a cutthroat game. So just the disappointment of the game. You know what I mean? You think it's somebody keeping it silent. You thinking everything is on a one. And then you find out once you read contracts and you find out why this motherfucker is hating on you. You find out, like, come on, man, I thought it's all love. So the disappointment with my peers, I think, you know what I mean, and the people that I looked up to, man, that didn't want to support. That was it to me. You know what I mean? As far as this rap shit, it wasn't no problem.
And at some point you went solo, right? And you went to rap a lot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really I never planned on going solo. I made the group, the Luniz in jail. You know what I mean? I planned on being a group. That kind of landed in my lap because when we were working on our second album, none went at the studio a lot. You know what I mean? He had barely come, and we had months blocked off. I'm talking about 30-day block off. So we in that motherfucker every day for 3 months straight. So he wouldn't come for like a week. You know what I mean? So I be in that motherfucker working and just leave his verse open. You know what I mean? So at the same time, Tone Capone, the producer who made 5 on it, starts working on Scarface Untouchable album with Mike Dean. So they co-producing the Untouchable album at the same time co-producing the Luniz album, some tracks on the Luniz album. Right. So when Scarface be writing, you know what I mean, we got studios at the Enterprise. Well, Michael Jackson, all them niggas used to record at Murder Inc., everybody. So it's hella multiple studios, people everywhere. So they'll leave Scarface studio while he come in my studio. And they kept coming. And one time they came with Jay Prince. Another time they came with Jay Prince. Another time. And about the 5th time, Jay was like, man, you doing all this shit yourself. You need your own deal. I'm like, you damn right, man. He said, ain't you smoke a lot? He's like, I was like, yeah, man. He said, well, you're supposed to be at Rap a lot, man. Holla at me. So I just got my deal for just being, grinding. Them seeing me grind and putting the whole shit together by myself and leaving an open verse for a nigga. So that's how I got my deal at Rap a lot and being label mates with them. Because Virgin Records had New Tribe. That was like the black department of Virgin. the urban department, let's say the hip hop department. So you had the almighty RSO, I mean Benzino and them. You had the whole rap a lot over there. You had us from Oakland. You know what I mean? So we all, you know what I mean, being label mates, you know what I mean? We all recorded and did songs or used, you know what I mean, each other producers or whatever it may have. So having that label mate relationship with Rap a lot also got me on the label. You know what I mean?
What's it like working with Jay Prince?
Oh man, nothing better. Nothing better, man. Freedom. You know, ain't got no A&R over your head, over your shoulder trying to tell you what to record. He just give you the budget and tell you to turn the shit in, man. Period. And they mix and master the shit, man. That's how it was with me. I don't know about nobody else, man. He gonna cash you out, you know what I mean? Make sure you right. It was straight. Everything was straight, man. It felt more like a family, you know what I mean, than a record label. You know, it felt like a brotherhood, like, you know what I mean? Like a family. Definitely felt like a family how he handled his business, man. Cause like if you sign to these corporate big labels and shit with these, you know what I mean, these Jewish, you know what I mean, owners or you know what I mean, executives, you ain't gonna meet these motherfuckers. You're gonna meet somebody that they got at the office that's in California, you know what I mean? And you meet them when you go gold or platinum. They'll come down from where they at. You ain't never seen them take a picture with you in the office behind a big sign and shit, and they go about their way until you go platinum again. Until you go platinum or gold again. For real. You don't see these niggas. Straight up. So with Jay Prince, Jay Prince called me 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Period. I went to jail, had $150,000 bail. Called this man on a Sunday night. Got me out. Monday morning I was out. Went back on tour. So it was a difference from fucking with him, you know what I mean, than any record label I ever fucked with. Period. Other record label, they get afraid when you got beef. I was beef with everybody. He was like, nigga, let a nigga harm a braid on your head. Nigga is wolf. Period. He said
Right.
he called Master P and told P, yeah, man, keep it on the wax. Because him and P was doing business at the time. And I think they was working on the Homies and Thugs album with Scarface and Master P. So they doing business with Master P. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm going at Master P head. And he like, man, keep it rap. You know what I mean? Period. That's it. Don't turn to no beef shit or it's gonna be on. No matter what this homie and thug shit is, man. So Jay Prince told Master P that. So everything was just a sport. You know what I mean? Everything was cool over there. He had my back on all my beefs, made a lot of money. He gave me my first joint venture distribution deal for my label, Smoke a Lot. I had a joint venture over there. So I had an artist deal and a label deal. So I was good, man. He treated me right.
All right. So in your early and when you first started doing the music, was there anybody that was close to you that didn't believe in you?
Um, it was more the peers, the older dudes. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, Too Short didn't believe in us. You know what I mean? And we doing our whole album and Drew that whole album in his studio, but he didn't believe in Drew or he didn't believe in the Luniz. You know what I mean? He had people like trying to compete against us, get rappers that's better. He thought that was better to go against us. So nah, Too Short didn't believe in us at all. Period. So it's your peers, you know what I mean, that you feel more disappointed because if we all crew and we all, you know, mobbing together, like you should have a motherfucker back. So yeah, you know, people like that. Mhm.
Okay. Um,
But man, sure, we all good. There ain't no beef or nothing. But in the earlier days, man, he could have definitely showed more love. You know what I mean? Period.
yeah, it'd be like that sometimes today. Sometimes you got to prove yourself for niggas to see it.
Right,
You know?
right. And we proved ourselves, and then shit, we had him on the second album. You know what I mean? So everything was good. We had a short little beef with him, and it wasn't even no beef with him. It was our executive producer
Right.
who had a beef with him. You know what I mean? And there was some real street shit going on. Like they had our executive producer, like we did a summer jam in the Bay Area, and we on stage, and they lured our executive producer to the goddamn the fucking rooms, the green rooms where people dressed at and shit, lured them to talk to Too Short 1-on-1. He
Right.
went there to talk to Too Short, man. That man, that little slide thing, you could slide them trailers, they could slid that trailer shit. Goons came out, got the pounding my executive down. Bah, 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 bah. Man, so we on stage, we doing our thing, man. We get off stage, man. They just beat up your guy. Yeah, woo, 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 woo. Too Short and them got up out of there and shit. So yeah, it was real active, you know what I mean, with Too Short and our executive producer, man. But they know each other. They knew each other before we even came in the picture. They homeboys, they peers, you know what I mean? So Whatever they was going through ain't had shit to do with us. You know what I mean? But it got on us because we the rappers. You know what I mean? So that shit got squashed and shit. You know what I mean? We really realized what the beef was about, and now motherfuckers making money together.
You and P cool too, right?
Yeah, we definitely cool. Definitely.
Now, who would you say supported you the most?
I say the executive producer. You know what I mean? That first believed in us. You know what I mean? Because he didn't have to put no money up. He could have just said, "Man, y'all be a feature on True Now shit." Bye. So him, putting us in position to get in the studio with Tone Capone, who made Five on it. You know what I mean? And Tone Capone bringing Mike Marshall to the table from Timex Social Club, who was actually a part of the Club Nouveau team. So for that magic to happen, it had to come through the executive producer who knew that guy. We didn't know Tone Capone. You know what I mean? So everything happened how it was supposed to happen. I think if we would have got a deal with somebody else, the Five on it wouldn't have been made. Period.
Right. What would you say was the highlight of your journey?
Oh man, it's too many. But a big highlight is
name them all. We ain't in a rush.
a couple big highlights. One of the biggest, man, I remember is going on tour with Biggie though. Biggie, Jodeci, Junior Mafia, Little Kim, Naughty by Nature. Who else, man? Timberland and Miss E when they was opening acts. Man, that tour was amazing. Puff Daddy, of course. Mary J. Blige, Faith was on that thing. Ah man, this tour was incredible, man. We got kicked off the tour though, mid-tour. We got kicked off the tour. We was fucking up, man. But just to
Why
be
got kicked off?
man, I mean, at the end of the day, being opening acts, man, when the big acts do shit, it get blamed on you. You know what I mean? So it was a couple incidents that happened, you know what I mean? And we got blamed for this shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you one incident. And you could just guess who this is. I ain't gonna even say it. Okay, so backstage, the off-duty police get beat with a fucking chain. I'm talking about a gate chain. The shit beat out of with a gate chain, man. They rush our room looking for chains and shit like we done beat the police up, man. You know who that is, man. Only nigga that's on tour that wear a chain around his neck, man. Period.
That's
Right. Beat the security ass, man. They said the Luniz did it, man. They searched our van, all types of shit, man. So it's another incident, man, where the hotel room got burnt down. We ain't even in that hotel. They kept like Biggie and them in different hotels, man. The opening acts, we in a whole different hotel. We ain't even in that hotel, man. They burned down some goddamn hotel. The Luniz did it. You know what I mean? So they were just blaming shit on us that the big boys was doing. Like, you know what I mean? They couldn't blame it on the big boys. So we was like, you know what I mean? Fuck it, man. So it was one time when we did fuck up and we was told not to bring bottles on the stage. We the opening act. So if you waste some shit on stage, people still gotta come. They're gonna be slipping and slide. You got Pyrex and shit, bombs and fire and shit going. So if motherfuckers slip and slide and burn stuff up, you know what I mean? It's a wrap. So we go in that motherfucker and numbskull brother, like, fuck it, we bringing a bottle of Hennessy. This nigga bringing a bottle of Hennessy and spilling and splashing and going crazy and shit, man. I think somebody got up on there next and busted their ass. Sip, 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 sip. Blah! I think it was Dina Howard, one of her dancers, because they was out there dancing and shit. Slip, 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 blah. Nigga, we woke up, nigga, the whole tour was gone. Nigga, the tour bus was outside with all our shit off the bus. Like, man, y'all gotta catch a plane home. Period. The tour bus nigga like, I'm out. We like, you can't drive us home? We like, nah, nigga, I'm out. The tour bus nigga left on the bus. Period. We was in Arizona, man. We was in fucking hella luggage, hella shit, man. We was hella mad, man. But yeah, we got kicked off the tour, man, for bringing it. But we was seeing Puff and them. Now Puff is them there at the end of the night. So Puff coming out with the bottles of champagne and shit, and Biggie with the Dom Perignons and shit. They doing it. We like, fuck that. We gonna do that too. But you're the beginning act. That stage gotta be smooth for these other 10 acts or 8 acts that's coming after. You know what I mean? So we didn't know. That was our first tour. It was by Al Heyman too. That's when Al Heyman was doing all the tours and shit back in the day. I done there cussed him out. You know what I mean? I was a business dude. I negotiated the business on that. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna give y'all 5,000 a show. I said, bro, are you out your motherfucking mind? We on a big ass tour like this, and you trying to give us 5,000 to show, my nigga? I said we get 10 right now, my nigga. Period. 10, 15 right now. 5,000. He said, man, well, this is a multitude of 50 shows, and you're an opening act, and we got to divide money with 10 acts, and this is what we can afford. Take it or leave it. I said, all right, nigga, let's go. You know what I mean? Fuck it. We're going to take it just for the experience to be on the tour. Yeah, man, I argued at that nigga over that 5,000. Nigga, like, damn, you disrespect, man. At least the 10 ball. Like, come on now. Yeah, so, yeah. That's me in my early days, 95.
What would you say was the worst part of your journey?
Shit, I think 93 was a good year and a fucked up year. You know what I mean? Because that's the year that I got signed. That's the year we do Ice Cream Man, we own. That's the year we do 5 on it. You know, we made 5 on it in 93. And we stashed that shit for 2 years and dropped it in 95. So we made 5 on all that shit in 93. But my mama died at the end of the year. You know what I mean? So that fucked that up. You know what I mean? Fucked the whole year up. And I get shot. You know what I mean? Beefing in the streets, doing my 1-2, still playing around the streets. Got burnt. Playing around with fire, you get burnt. Still playing around with the fire, got my ass burnt. Period. Shot like a motherfucker. So that was a bad year for me. You know what I mean? And rap, because my mom died and I got shot at the same year. So that was like a fucked up year for me. Period. Straight up. You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, man.
Thank you, man. Thank
you. Relationships. Without saying any woman's name, what would you say was your best relationship?
Oh man, yeah. Shit. My wife right now. We got a great relationship, man. But just being a wild guy, man, wild shit didn't happen. Wait, man. Just say this, man. Anything that you could do, possibly, I done did it, man. Besides the other end shit, but anything you could do with a girl or girls or girls and girls and girls and girls and girls. Look, this is how savage I was back in the day, right? I used to ride around with a turn-up bag, right? It had a motherfucking PlayStation. It had motherfucking pornos. It has lube. It has a vibrator, the little bullet. It has a double head vibrator. You know what I mean? Because I was doing a lot of menage a trois back in the day. You know, 3 bitches on. So I gotta have a pack so that, you know what I mean? Well, I'm getting loose. The bitch can get loose. You feel me? So I was a dirt bag, pure dirt bag. So yeah, I done hung that shit up, man. I'm happily married and I'm good, my nigga. I ain't do that shit no more. But back in the dirt bag, I was a slime ball, man. Period. Right. I was a nigga. Ask Redman and them about me. But I had the Range Rover, the 4.6 with the TVs in it, playing pornos like a motherfucker. Number porn playing in the back of them goddamn TVs, riding up and down Sunset, Hollywood Boulevard, number ass and titties in that motherfucker. Period. Straight dirt bag. Ask about me, man. Ask about the porno Range Rover. That motherfucker slide through with number porn playing. Ah, there you go. That freaky nigga go. Yeah, man. Dirt bag. Back in my heyday. I don't do that shit no more, man. But yeah, 95 was crazy. 96.
Yo, real quick. Instagram, I'm live on YouTube right now with Yukmouth from the Luniz. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to see it, y'all over here talking about, your video keeps freezing. Bring your ass on the YouTube. I need to use my phone on Instagram to get to my questions. You don't see where it's pinned right there? It says,
baby. Let me grab the Pinot Grigio. I was gonna have my wife get it, but she's obviously upstairs. Let me go grab it.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
One time. Hold up.
Refresh his beverage. You know,
it's hot than a motherfucker, bro.
Oh yeah, I done cooled off. The AC done cooled me off along with this damn Gatorade.
Nah, I'm in this. Funny. All right, I'm back, bro. We good.
All right, cool.
All right, you was talking about Master P, man. Let's get to this Ice Cream Man shit, man. Let me bust that down for you right quick.
We already addressed that already. I fucks with P. We ain't gonna bother P.
That's yeah. We gonna let that be what it is. I just wanted to
see no more in this interview. out of it. No, nigga, you addressed it. You addressed it. Leave my nigga P the fuck alone, nigga.
No, this is the story. This ain't nothing bad. Yeah, this ain't no diss.
We already addressed that, my nigga. You said two things about P, nigga. Before we got on this motherfucker, I told you we ain't gonna be talking about P, nigga.
Okay, cool.
Right,
okay,
so
cool.
Leave P out of it. You addressed it. You got it.
Okay, cool. Perfect. We cool. I was just gonna tell my story because the nigga, what's McCullough said, they took it. I just wanted to, you know what I mean? Respect them.
King George said that, not P.
Right. I wanted to go with King George. I wanted to respond to King George. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
This time, nigga. Jay Prince ain't gonna call no truth for you this time. Leave P the fuck alone, nigga. Leave my nigga P the fuck alone, nigga.
Leave that boy alone.
Let's move on.
Yeah, move on, bro. Move on, bro.
Alone, nigga.
Jay Prince ain't gonna be there to save you from this one.
He's gonna be at your motherfucking door, nigga.
I fuck with P. We good. He ain't gonna do no shit like that. Me telling my story. The truth is the truth, nigga. Period.
All right, but you address that, man.
Let's move on.
Don't let that Pinot Grigio bring up some old shit, nigga.
Hey, man, no. Now, this is the truth out your mouth. You can't be dodging over shit. That's a big part of the story.
Listen. You said y'all dropped the Ice Cream Man in '93. I showed the goddamn
video. Case closed. Case closed.
I said you and P good. You said
case closed.
Put his name up no more, nigga.
Case closed. Case closed, man. Case closed. But yeah, case closed. Moving on, man. What's your next question, my nigga?
You just thinking to my butt. Yeah, we moved now. We still on relationships. What's your worst relationship in business?
Worst relationship in business. I say my deal with the Luniz. You know what I mean? Because when I went to Rap a Lot, you know what I mean, my executive producer, you know what I mean, to go to Rap a Lot made me sign something to say that he could replace me and kick me out the Luniz. You know what I mean? And it's like, why couldn't you do it like the RZA did it with the Wu-Tang? Put niggas at different record labels and you come back together and form the Wu-Tang that loud. You know what I mean? But you got Meth at motherfucking Def Jam, you got RZA in them somewhere. I mean, you got Raekwon them somewhere, loud or whatever, and then come back and do the motherfucking Wu-Tang over at SRC or wherever that's at. You know what I mean? Period. So he wasn't taking it like that. You know what I mean? He thought if I left and did a solo deal, I wasn't doing a Luniz. It's like I made the whole group. I invented the name. I named Numbskull. I made the whole shit. I drew the condom man, the whole logo, everything. So I made the whole shit. Why would I tap out? You know what I mean? This is another opportunity. You know, so I think that was fucked up, you know what I mean? Because it put turmoil between me and Num, you know what I mean? So that's when you didn't hear from the Luniz after the last album, the Lunatic Music. You didn't hear from us for hella long, you know what I mean? Period. Like until like 2002 when we came with the Silver and Black album, you know what I mean? So it was a long ass stint over that beef, over that contract beef. And then we had to chase this dude down for 2 fucking years to get that Rap a Lot clearance. So that's why I thugged out the Appellation as a double album. It was supposed to be one album, thugged out. We've been waiting on this nigga so long and we recorded so many fucking songs, we put out a double album. We've been waiting for 2 years and we've been recording for 2 years. Fuck it, put it all out. The Appellation. So that's how Thugged Out became 2 fucking albums. I wasn't trying to bite off Biggie or bite off Pop. None of that shit. We was waiting for this nigga for 2 years and we recording like a motherfucking everything was dope. So we put all that shit out, 2 albums, period. So that's how I even put out 2 albums at one time, waiting for this nigga to sign off, period. So that was the worst, you know what I mean? Straight up. A nigga that just play with your, you know what I mean, your contract, don't want to sign off and all types of shit. That's playing with you, period. Nigga shouldn't have that much power, you know? So, and split up the group. Huh?
That's why you gotta be careful what you sign, because once you sign that dotted line, your ass is bonded by that shit.
All right, but when you young, you ain't got no lawyers. You ain't got the manager. You ain't, like niggas got the game right now because the game is out there. But you done had a game in '92 or '93. Nigga, right. Nobody had the game. You see what Snoop signed. You see what TLC signed. You see what all these niggas signed. Nobody had the game. Niggas just happy to be on, my nigga. Now you can control the game. Now you can do your own record label, do your own streams and all that shit without no interference or without no help. But back then, you needed help. You needed a record label. It was hard copies being sold, vinyl, tapes, and CDs being sold. Nigga, you needed a distribution to get your shit at all the main outlets and the stores in every fucking market around the world. You couldn't do that without that push or without that record label. Now you got streaming where you could push the button and be everywhere at one time. You couldn't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you
Right.
needed a record label. So everybody coming that motherfucker like blind mice. Nobody know. You know what I mean? You got a blindfold, but you're just happy to be on. You know what I mean? So it's like this. It's like, shit, the Migos going through it right now. Migos like, nigga, they mad at their record label because they signed a 360. Nigga, I own all my publishing, bro. That's the first thing that we got. We got our publishing company. Our
Right.
manager said, get your publishing company from the rip. We got our publishing company from the fucking rip. We didn't even know what that was.
Right.
Period. So yeah, man.
Yeah, like you said, like the TLCs and them back in the day, they got raw. These dudes, the Leo Cohens and you know, these dudes, what they did was they deaded our era, the gangster era, because niggas like Tretch run up in your office and drop a whole box of fucking rats and snakes in the office. Say this what the hell y'all are.
That's who beat up the police, nigga. Tretch, that big ass chain. He had that, you know, he had that gate chain. Blah, blah, beat the shit out the police, nigga. They came and got us, nigga.
You going up in niggas' office, breaking up. So what they did was they ushered us out and said, yo, man, we gonna get rid of these niggas. And they brought in a whole young generation, the Soldier Boys and all of them, with that ringtone music and all that, because those little young niggas didn't know the game. You can't now. DMX is learning the game. You know what I'm saying? Because they done been Irvin them been around Leo and them, and they been so niggas is starting to get smart from our era. So now niggas is like, nah, man, we need this, we need that. Get these niggas out. So they dead our music, and then they usher in a younger generation that don't know the business, and then they teach them this 360 shit that none of us would go for. Nigga, DMX be like, what? Y'all taking money from the Romeo Must Die movie and the soundtrack and my clothes? Hell no. I'll bust your ass, Leo. They not going for that. So these young niggas come in the game, they don't know the game. They take advantage of it.
But same with us. We didn't know the game. They took advantage of us too. You know what I mean? But it's a different level right now. You know what I mean? At least we had our publishing. You know what I mean? At least we had our little points that we got. You know what I mean? Like it was more lenient. We made a little bit more money. You know what I mean? Now they're demanding your publishing. They're demanding your show money. They're demanding your merch money. They're demanding your movie money or your endorsement money or whatever. So it's a different type of league. And it took somebody to hang on the cross to make a motherfucker smart. Period. Nobody, even Jay. Jay, you forgot he came in and all types. He was rapping like the Foosh niggas.
Yep.
Yeah, he was with Original Flavor.
Yeah.
Rapping like the Foosh niggas. And they were signed to somebody. He just start off and put his money behind that. They were signed to somebody. So everybody came in the game with a record label before they figured it out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until they said, niggas ain't signing me. I'm going to put up my own money.
Right.
And that's what we did in Oakland. You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't signing Drew Down or the Luniz. So niggas put up their own money.
Right.
Got the attention. Now we can fuck with it. You feel me? So yeah, but it take them off a sacrificial lamb to even learn, you know?
I understand, like Puffin these niggas, Puffin and the Jays and the these type of niggas, when they signing Mace, them niggas ain't giving Mace the game. They not giving Black Rob the game that they learned from Todd Davis and Andre Harrell. No, they gonna rob the Biggies and everybody else. And then the cycle continues. So when the younger niggas come in and they usher down, Leo and them niggas, oh, we're gonna add the 360 in it. Because them long youngers didn't know. So now turn around today, boom. You got people like the Migos talking about, oh, we got robbed. How y'all get robbed when y'all had all these lessons before y'all? You got to pay attention to the game. You got to pay attention to me. You got to sit down with these niggas and get the game. But this is what you get when y'all call us some old ass niggas, washed up niggas. You see this fucking great? You see this fucking great? This is the knowledge that we got from the business from being around. But y'all dumbass niggas, I ain't talking about the Migos. I'm talking about young niggas that call us old and shit. Instead of y'all sitting down with us and getting the game so these niggas don't rob y'all, y'all niggas call us old and washed. Well, go ahead and get fucked, nigga. Because in 20 years, you going to be gray and you going to be broke and you going to be like, damn, I should have listened to them niggas.
Hey, a nigga can't say nigga can't say I'm old if you the same age as me, my nigga. Just because you appear to a younger crowd, nigga, don't mean that you young, nigga. So I'm tired of these old niggas acting like they young. You old like us, my nigga. Period.
They Beijing the fuck out.
Beijing's out. When that corona first happened, you seen niggas looking like old ass grandpas, my nigga. Everybody was looking like you, nigga. Everybody. Your iPhone, niggas had that to the extreme. All this shit, nigga. Puff, everybody. Puff had some shit looking like the nigga for that played 007. What's the old nigga that played 007?
Connery.
That nigga had the Sean Connery shit going on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Niggas disguising their oldness. He's like, nigga ain't calling Puff an old ass washed up nigga, man. Fuck out of here, man.
You see Khaled after the joint over, he's not gonna drink after everything's black and shit. Nigga look like a cartoon and shit.
Right, but check this out. They act like they dissing a nigga, old nigga. What? Nigga, do you know where I come from? My neighborhood? How many of my niggas that's my age that done died, nigga, when I was, nigga, 14, 15, 16, nigga? I made it to 45 and I'm still going, nigga. That's not, that don't happen in my neighborhood. You either in jail for triple life or the rest of your fucking life or you dead. Where I come from, my nigga. Niggas don't make it to their 40s and 50s where I come from, my nigga. So this is celebrated. I don't know about you niggas and you know what I mean, how you came up. Well, I came up, niggas, shootouts and murders every day. I come from a fucking projects where nobody would tell. Nigga, you in your own city. Nigga, and if you get caught in that city, get shot, get stabbed, nobody's coming to help you, nigga. Period. I got shot, nigga, in the middle of the hottest month, the busiest street. Got shot. Nobody came. I had to call the ambulance. No police, nobody came. It's one entrance and one way out. So if you in this type of shit and you living through this and you made it, my nigga, that's a celebration, my nigga. So a nigga calling me old, nigga, I made it from Vietnam, World War I, World War II, and back, nigga, with stripes and motherfucking fucking Purple Hearts, all that shit. Period. It's hard to survive in the hood, my nigga.
I know.
A lot of my peers are out of here, bruh. Period. Not just living there. I'm talking about being active, nigga. I was active, nigga. It's a difference.
Too, but I just don't talk. Right. I don't talk about that shit because I ain't nothing to brag about. You know,
niggas like us don't make it to this age, bruh. Yeah, I want to get 70, all that, 80, 90, all that shit, nigga. Period. Because niggas from my hood don't make it that long. Yeah, man, I'm eating good, no red meat, all that shit. Yeah, I want to be older, nigga. That's a blessing. The fuck you talking about, old nigga? Nigga, when you turn old, what you gonna say? Because you can't stop time. You gonna be old one day too, nigga. What you gonna say?
That's right.
Yeah, nigga.
Shit, I ain't eat red meat since '93. Some of y'all niggas was just born. You know what I'm saying? I ain't touched beef or cow or none of that shit before y'all niggas was even born.
I'm just now getting on that shit. You know what I mean? Just now getting on that, trying to live longer. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm glad I'm 40. I'm in my 40s, nigga. Hey, 30 to new 40. I mean, 40 to 30, nigga. I'm Gucci, baby. Period. I feel the best I have felt in life, nigga.
Right.
Straight up.
Yo, if you could go back and change something, what would it be?
My mom's death, my dad's death, my grandma's death. You know what I mean? And shit, them three, man, I bring them three back, definitely. You know?
Yeah. All right, cool. Now, it's somebody somewhere that's inspired to do what you did. You know what I'm saying? As far as being an artist, and you about 10,000 miles ahead of their ass, and you seen all the potholes in the road and everything. What do you tell them to look out for?
360s. Look out for the 360 because that's a new record deal. You ain't getting a deal unless you got a 360, nigga. Period. Now you could go through nice, dope ass labels. You got Ghazi and them over there at Empire. You got United Masters. You know what I mean? To where you could just pay your little percentage and get the 80% or the 90% or whatever. Just you know what I mean? Pay a little fee instead of giving a motherfucker your whole shit. So I suggest a motherfucker go independent, do it yourself. Everything is at a push of a fucking button, man. You can upload with a push of a button. You can upload onto your iTunes at the push of a fucking button and be around the world. You don't need a record label no more. You need grind. You need consistency. You got to stay on this shit like Master P did it. Can I say that about Master P or you still, I can't say Master P no more?
No, you can say that.
All right, Master P, he won because he stayed consistent. Nigga, he was dropping every motherfucking week, every month. Stay in their face until they like it. Period. Nigga get hated from the beginning, but you in they face so much and you do it better and better and better each time. I'm like, well, goddamn. Let me check this nigga out. I keep seeing this nigga. Let me see what he about. You know
Right.
what I mean? So you got to stay in their face, stay consistent. Get your publishing company from the rip. That's how you get paid, my nigga. Off publishing, royalties, mechanics. Period. So get your publishing company, register to ASCAP. You know what I mean? ASAP. Period. Straight up. ASCAP, BMI, EMI, all that shit. Period.
Right.
You know, definitely register your music. You know.
All right, now I gotta ask you some of these controversial questions. These niggas keep asking me to ask you. I don't know what the hell they talking about.
Okay.
What the hell did you defend this nigga 6ix9ine or some shit?
Hell no, I ain't defend no 6ix9ine.
So
Why would I defend 6ix9ine?
I don't know what the hell they talking about. All right, cool.
Nah, I said a quote that I told DJ AG. You know what I mean? This is personal. And I ain't saying on the blog. Boom, your nigga rocking. He came out and did exactly what I said. He gonna still be popping. Ain't he still popping?
The music ain't good.
But he's still lit. He still got 10 watches on. He still got 8 Lamborghinis, colorful Lamborghinis and trucks. He still got He still got money. He's still out there. He ain't broke. He ain't washed up somewhere. He's still lit. So I just said that.
I don't know. You got that part wrong. That nigga's
Well, washed up is broke. You know what I mean? Homeless and shit like that. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So he's still. So I basically just told his homie that fuck with, not his homie, the nigga that fuck with Shy. Basically told the nigga that the fuck with Shy, like, your nigga came out popping. Basically. That's it. I ain't support that nigga. I just said I gotta be a dumb nigga that say he didn't come out splash. Period. Do I fuck with that music? No. Period. But from the billboards and all that shit, it say somebody fucking with it. You know, not me.
The nigga with the bag. You know you could buy billboards.
Okay, well, it look cute then. It look extra cute, man. They putting a lot of money for the front. Period. So that's all I said about that dude. I don't fuck with that dude. He disrespected Nipsey. I don't like that shit he just did in LA. I don't like that at all, my nigga. Like that trolling shit'll get you swollen, man. Period. Like that. That's man, come on, man. And niggas in LA is mad about that, man. So I suggest he go back home because something happened to him. Period. So hey, I don't get down with that nigga.
This is my prediction for the nigga. And I don't wish death on nobody, but clearly he don't come from the era we come from where we know that shit is real and you will get touched. You know what I'm saying? But I think this nigga is going to troll himself into a grave and birth another him. Because the nigga like, oh, that nigga got so famous off of doing that. And they going to try to, just like niggas try to be Pac when Pac died, some dumbass little young ass nigga is going to try to emulate what this stupid nigga did for fame and get his ass smoked too.
I think to end it on this, I think he's a rap Donald Trump. The way Donald Trump troll America, I think he does the same shit at the same capacity, my nigga. He trolls for a living to make bread. He thinks of new shit to do. This ain't just on the fly. He like comes up with shit like, okay, we're gonna go in LA, we're gonna go to Nipsey shit. We in Chicago, we're gonna go at 3 a.m. when nobody's there and do our shit. We're gonna go woo woo woo. Like he's a professional at this shit, bro. Period. So it's gonna be a dumbass that think that this trolling shit don't get you swollen and get fucked up in the game, my nigga. Because that shit could get you killed, my nigga. Playing with the wrong niggas in the wrong neighborhood in the wrong city. That ain't a good way to go, my nigga. Period. Not at all. So I advise all you little kids looking at that shit.
Security niggas around, he gonna find the right niggas with the right type of artillery that one pull of that trigger will let out 20, 30 shots.
You in LA, nigga. You in LA, bro. The security is from the hood, first of all. They gotta go back to the hood. You think these niggas gonna risk their life for this nigga? If some real shit go down, they gonna lay down too. Right. So it look cute. But if you hire niggas from LA, unless you flew them from New York, but if you got niggas from LA, they from the hood and they connected to the hood, my nigga. That's why all these little home invasions and shit be happening because they security nigga is from the hood. Period. Oh, this where they at right here. We at the club. Go get them. So at the end of the day, come on, my nigga. Like, yeah.
Last place to pull that shit.
Last place to pull that. Last place, my nigga. You'll get hit out here, period, man. And all you kids that saluting that shit, man, that's gonna get you fucked up too. Period. You see it on Facebook. Motherfuckers be trolling and shit. Nigga come to his house with the camera on. Nigga, what you say? Blah, blah, beat his ass. Trying to do some Tekashi shit. Now you on Facebook getting world star. Trying to beat Tekashi on Facebook. So it can happen at any level, man. Be
Yeah.
cool, man. If you successful, why are you so angry, man? Just be happy that you're in the position you are. Why do that? And
Right.
you just got out of jail for fucking with the. Come on, man. You just did some BMF shit. You just took down the BMF in New York, basically
Right.
on some gang shit. You just took down the BMF in New York, and you out here still doing that shit. That ain't a good look, man, at all, man. So his advisors, his peoples need to holler at that dude, man, for something happen. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody, man. Period. But
They letting them do it because they thinking the marketing is going to bring in the dollar, but they could go ahead and keep pushing them because dead rappers make the best money anyway. They'll get their investment back.
ouch, owie, that hurt.
Hey, they're gonna get their investment back. That's why they letting them do it because they know if he get killed, they already got all his shit tied up, and they gonna be out here getting rich off that nigga, off his
Oh
death.
man, that's the thing I learned about in the '90s, man. Why a lot of these record labels was promoting beef because they had insurance claims on their artists.
Goddamn right. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah. Go
BET
ahead.
slick. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh,
BET think they slick. Ask Joe Clair. That you remember that interview when Biggie did in the park in LA
right.
the day before he got killed?
Yeah.
Remember that interview? BET they said they took the part out. Joe Clair asked that nigga Biggie about Faith. He said, yo, rumors is out here that, Faith, Pac said, Faith gonna have twins, is gonna be two Pacs, how you feel about that? Do you think that Pac has sex with Faith? This nigga Big said, if he did, he won't no more. I was like, Big.
Whoa. Oh shit.
I said, Big, why you say that? Yo, that night or the next day, whenever that shit is, Big guy smoked, my nigga.
So they kept that in there? BET kept that in there?
They kept that in there. He got killed, they pulled it out.
But you gotta also blame the goddamn whatchamacallit, man. Vibe magazine. They had it on the cover. East Coast versus West Coast. So
Yeah.
with Puffy and Biggie on the cover.
Yeah. They was perpetuating that whole beef. But when Big said that shit, and he was sitting in LA, I know that shit did not sit right with them niggas in LA. Because when that shit came out his mouth, he said it with no remorse and shit. Yo, if he did, he won't no more. I was like, Big, you in LA, nigga? What the fuck are you saying?
I think the plot was already thickened before that even happened, man.
Yeah, well, I believe that too. But when he said, why don't BT never show that part no more? Because the motherfuckers feel guilty.
Right.
They felt good. They felt they put the gasoline on it. If anybody know Joe Clair, ask Joe Clair, did he ask Biggie that? And what did Biggie say? And has that shit been removed from that goddamn interview ever since that night? That shit aired live the first time. It aired live. And they took that shit out, my nigga. Thanks for the cat.
I think when I talked to Biggie like 2 days before, I think a couple days before it happened. And when I was at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills talking to him in C's, they had nothing but the utmost love and compassion for Tupac. And C's and Biggie, you know what I mean, was like telling their stories, you know what I mean, about Tupac and asking why he think this, why he think that. So for him to say that after he had the conversation with me, just honoring Tupac and saluting, you know what I mean? I don't know, because he was saluting. I was at the Four Seasons that weekend. Period.
I mean, in that same interview, I think he said, something, but that he said that in regards to Pac sleeping with Faith. Somebody got that. Joe Clair might still have it, but BET ain't gonna get that up.
But Pac, I mean, Biggie definitely was mad about that, about the fake shit. You know what I mean? Because he was going through shit with Faith when I was talking to him. He was like, "Nigga, don't ever get married." He said, "I'm going through so much shit with this marriage shit. Don't ever get married. So he wasn't like basically saying, he ain't basically going into detail, but he was like, yo, me and her going through it. Don't ever, I don't want none of, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. This shit I'm going through with this marriage. That's what he told me. You know what I mean? So he definitely was going through it with Faith at the time. Definitely. You know?
Yeah. So, and the other thing I'm gonna ask you about that I don't know what the hell they talking about. They saying that somehow you told on Suge.
I ain't never told him Suge, my nigga. Period. It's like this. See, when you say shit, you gotta really prove it, my nigga. So if I snitched or ratted on a nigga, who went to jail?
But why they saying that? Why they connecting that? You don't know?
Well, the whole thing is TMZ put a story out, you know what I mean, which the cops, you know what I mean? So TMZ and the police out here in LA got a, you know what I mean, speed dial type of hookup. You know what I mean? So I got robbed.
I believe
Oh,
TMZ is the police.
no, the police got TMZ on speed dial. That's why anytime a celebrity get pulled over, nigga, the TMZ is there before the backup. They got them on speed dial. So the shit happened to me, and I was talking to Suge Knight. Just the fact that I was talking to Suge Knight in the parking lot, and they seen him on cameras and shit, and they had this hard out for Suge Knight. They wanted to use me to try to get Suge Knight. Never made a statement. Made a police report about my jury. Got robbed for $90,000. Your shit insured. You got to fucking do a police report. Never made a statement. So, police calling me all morning. You need to make a statement. You need to make a statement. You need to make. They calling my wife phone because my phone got stolen that night. So boom, call my wife phone. Make a statement. Like I ain't got to make a statement for what? I ain't got no statement. File my motherfucking police report so I can file for my insurance. Whoa. We need you to come down. We need you to come down. Whoa. Click. Next thing you know, TMZ comes on. Whoa. Yukmouth gets robbed by Suge Knight. So the police called TMZ because I wouldn't make a statement and put that out there.
Gotcha.
So when I called them, I'm like, what the fuck is up, man? What's up with this? Oh, come down and talk to us, and we had TMZ take it down. So this is what the police is telling me about TMZ. If I come down and finally make a statement, that they'd take the shit off TMZ. Period. So they did the TMZ shit just to get a statement. They wanted Suge. They had a hard on for Suge. I think he had did something that night concerning his baby mama, so they already was looking for that nigga. And then, you know what I mean? My situation happened. It had nothing to do with it. Some other niggas jumped on me, not him. You know what I mean? And the shit is what it is. You know what I mean? But snitching on a nigga, bruh, a nigga got to go to jail. A nigga got to motherfucker have a case. A nigga got to go testify. You got to be light with that work. You got to be light with that. You know what I mean? Period. You got to be real specific with that. Snitch code to get you killed out here. I've been in LA for 25 years. If I was snitched on Suge, my nigga, I'll be out of here. I'll be out of here, my nigga. And then on top of that, I have I'm at Digital Soapbox. You know what I mean? With Gangster Chronicles. That's niggas that work at Death Row. Reggie Wright, Mob James. You think if I did anything wrong to Suge, I wouldn't have got handled?
Right.
These are my this is my podcast label mates. Yeah. We record at the same spot.
Situation. I'm just saying, niggas like, yo, ask them that. So
no, ask them, man, ask. And then ask some niggas, where's the court case? When did Suge ever get arrested about some shit about Yukmouth? I'll wait. Right. When did Yuck ever testify? I'll wait. So the shit sound cute, sound real cute, but it's the cops. They put that shit on TMZ. Now, you know what I mean? They got to deal with the TMZ shit, slander, whatever, my nigga. Yeah. Niggas know the real.
They asked me to ask you about some other nigga, but I don't know this nigga, and I'm not gonna ask you about the nigga.
Okay. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I think he's just a blogger nigga that was talking shit about you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I seen what you did. I seen what you did. I seen it. My nigga.
But
my nigga. My nigga, man.
So what's your focus today on life and in business?
Oh man. Basically, me and Pete Rock doing the album. You know what I mean? So that's the next album I'm doing.
Who?
Pete Rock.
Oh, word? All right.
Yeah. Me and Pete Rock doing the album. He doing all the production. I'm doing the rapping and shit. So we putting that crack rock album out probably at the end of this year and shit. Got a lot of cannabis ventures going on. Got an alcohol venture going on. I'm doing my real estate thing, copping a lot of properties and shit. So that's what I'm on right now. You know.
How has the COVID affected you?
I'm good. I'm still a landlord. My tenants pay. My tenants pay, baby. Straight up. My tenants pay at the middle of the month on the 15th. they still was good tenants, so I'm good on my property.
How about as far as doing like shows and things like that?
We still booked. We still booked. It ain't like it used to be every weekend. Now it's like probably once a month, but yeah, shows are still getting booked. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to hit the people with?
Oh, definitely, man. Check out my comic book coming out, man. You know, I'm a ex-cartoonist, you know what I mean? So I'm so proud of this. My comic book coming out next month, September. You know what I mean? The Legend of Yukmouth is coming out with an EP, you know what I mean? Bonus tracks, you know what I mean? So y'all to listen to, groove to, you know what I mean? But with the comic book. So we doing hard copies and we doing digital shit, man. So yeah, that Yukmouth, Legend of Yukmouth comic book, baby, coming out, man. Straight up. And this shit is on some like Black Panther wild shit. It's dope. Dope as shit. It's like a real Marvel comic. The illustrator is so fucking dope. This shit is dope, man. So check it out. It's on versecomics.com, man. Go pre-order right now, man. It's definitely gonna be dope.
You should link up with Reggie Hudlin. You know who that is?
Now who that?
Reggie Hudlin, he I mean, you'll know him from this, but he's the dude that I think produced and directed House Party.
Okay.
And, but he's the one he did the Black Panther comic book. You know what I'm
saying? Okay.
He used to be the president of BET when I was producing Rap City, but he was showing us the damn Black Panther cartoon stuff back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely somebody you should plug up. Where he's in LA, he produces like the Grammys and the Oscars.
Oh wow!
But he's still into the comic book thing heavy. I'll send you. I'm gonna send you his information.
Yeah. Send me his info, bro. Period. Thanks for the EHC shit too, bro. I needed that.
He like the Quincy Jones on the producing TV show too.
Okay, definitely, man. I definitely need his line on all types of levels. You know, Frank Ocean, man. We Gucci. You did? But yeah, thanks for the interview, man. You know, I got the podcast also. You know what I mean? Smoke a Lot Radio over there at Digital Soapbox, man, with me, Kato, Simone, you know what I mean? Simone Titty Taylor, you know what I mean? She be out there doing her thing, man. So got the Smoke Runs podcast with me and motherfucking Cuzzo Fly, you know what I mean? So we at Digital Soapbox, man. And we taking our shit from YouTube, man, because YouTube, you know what I mean? They got too many restrictions, baby. So we moving, man. So stay tuned for the link to the new website. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to get involved. You know what I mean? Straight up.
I'm doing the same thing as you too. Like we can't. It's like the freedom to say whatever we want. Hey, we don't have the freedom no more.
So Leo playing with niggas' money, man. Since he got on board YouTube and got real strict. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
You know what? Because they taking the money that we was creating for ourselves. They took a big chunk of what we was getting. And he dumped it into YouTube Music. And you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine, before he went to jail, he signed to Leo to YouTube Music. So you see all these goddamn views and shit.
They can spike the numbers up. They can spike the numbers up. You run that, nigga.
Go look at his interview when he was on the Breakfast Club and how he was championing Tekashi before he got locked up and all that. When Tekashi got locked up, he fell back off the nigga. He don't know him no more. But he was saying he was signed to YouTube Music.
Ah, shit. And okay, so yeah, somebody else was saying that. Somebody else was saying that he was signed to YouTube Music. That ain't the first time I heard that, man. So it's right. You know, the cheat code is always in effect.
Always.
You know, always in effect. But thank you, bruh. You know what I mean? I know I've been on your shit a long ass time.
Nah, that's good. You ain't been on it long. Talking was going 3 hours.
Okay, man. We ain't did the 3 hour show. We ain't did that. We good, man. Shit.
I feel with you offline, man, but I definitely appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, yeah. One more thing, man. Check out all my merch and shit, albums and shit, everything, tour dates and shit on SmokeLightRecords.com, man. Straight up.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. You know
what
I'm saying?
One more.
Go ahead and blaze one. I know you're about to.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. I'm trying to roll up. I don't want to distance, you know what I mean? I'm trying to scoot off and roll the fuck up, bro. Period, man. My strand called Culado. Everybody know that Culado is a model, baby. Y'all know what I mean? Gas coat, man. So good shit, bro. Be easy, man. Go get your hair braided, man. I got people out there in Atlanta, man. Go get your hair braided, man. I got some shorties out there. I got some shorties out there. What you want? Dreads? What you want, nigga? They gonna hook you up. You want a weave? They gonna put a weave in your shit.
None of that. I know I'm
fuck,
none of that, nigga.
I'm fucking with you. You know I got jokes, man. You see Cat Williams with the what the fuck he had on the? Oh my lord, bro.
He had the 6'9" wig on. 6'9"
Yeah, with the lace front.
Wig, yo.
The lace front was manny, bro. Cat Williams, stop it, my nigga. I love you, but that lace front was manny, bro. But good shit, bro.
Cat Williams is joking when he doing it. He ain't serious.
Yeah, he ain't serious. He ain't. But Tekashi really has lace fronts and shit like a city girl. That's manny. Yeah. On that note, we out this motherfucker, man. So good shit, bro. Appreciate you. Yada.
Hats, you know what I mean? DM me, email me, truth be told, all day, every day, even on your birthday. And if you ordered your hats, I ship some more out. So y'all be getting them. And I got y'all pictures. I'm gonna post them for those that sent me your joint. Stay on my planners. You know what I mean? Here we go. Here we go. Of course, the Rat Nation. Shout out to my man Tekashi. Tekashi, send me your P.O. box so I can send you your hat, man. I'm gonna give you a free one, Tekashi. You the only one to get one free, man. You gotta represent. Y'all saying I sound muffled? How I sound now? Get yours, all right? Choke no joke. Peace and love. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. I see you, all right? The shitter, I see you. You heard me? Larry Green, I see you. Stacy. Imanya. Tish. Chanel, Joy. Erica. MB. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Choke no joke, man.